North Linn. Have you ever seen anything like this in all your years as AD at Co?
Yeah, we actually held up the start of a game here a couple of years ago at home, and we actually didn't start the game till about 9:40 or 9:50. We got done somewhere after midnight.
Wow.
So, yeah, I've seen something like it, but fortunately, it's not the norm, though.
Not at all. And we want to remind our listeners live on KMCH and KMCH.com. We are live. You heard the tape-delayed version of the first half that happened nearly 4 hours ago, but we are live right now. 10:25 to go here in this third quarter. As we near the 10 o'clock hour, North Linn leads this ball game 13-6. Going right to left is North Linn. Full house backfield, an umbrella right on the left side, covering up our receiver, and we have a penalty marker on the play. First half penalties, 4 for Edco, 2 for North Linn. Our first penalty of the second half going to be a illegal procedure called on the Edco Vikings, so they're fifth of the ball game. First downs in that first half, 3 for Edco, 5 for North Linn. We had one partial turnover. That was a block punt, and the 22-yard scamper to the end zone, blocked by McEnany, and ran to the end zone by Josh Smith. Second down at 15 with the illegal procedure penalty from the 39. Just under 10 minutes to play. Going left to right in motion is Ernst. Stryker will throw right down the line to his man Stainer. And Stainer will get wrapped up and put down right at the 40-yard line, and is brought down at that time by the Lynx. Number 15, that's Carter Johnson, the 6'3", 170-pound junior. Has no gain, they call it, for the third down at 15 now. From the 39, 9.5 to go. Second down. There we go, got it corrected. Thank you, Roger. Here is a handoff to Rochford. He goes left to right towards the right hash.
I believe that was Ernst. It was out of the power back. It was that power back lead again.
As Rochford went off the left side, as it was Ernst getting the carry there. Reckermer with the takedown. Quinn Reckermer, the 5'10" junior, gain of 3 on the play. Second down, third down now, and 12, I should say, with the ball on the, well, what is that? We're at 36.
36, yep.
Has full house backfield. One receiver near side. Under center is Stryker, looking left. Still looking. Going to throw a deep ball left side. As coming back to get that one, Stainer, as cannot haul it in. As he had it in his mitts, and then once he hit the wet grass, not able to hang on. Good coverage there. Tyler checked out to Trevor Cherry on the coverage for the Lynx, a 5'9" senior, and brings up fourth down and 12 here. 8:38 to go here in this third quarter. Standing water on the track down in front of us as the bleachers completely soaked. There are some brave fans sitting on those bleachers with, of course, their Lynx seats in front of us here on the home side. Still feel Edco people on the far side that stuck around here. And there is a flag coming down. Now it's thrown downfield at the 10-yard line. Fighting for that ball was the Vikings. Parker Rochford going out for a pass that time. On the coverage was Cherry and Austin Miller.
Flag down again.
Yes, we got that penalty in the middle of the field. With 8:32 to go on this third quarter clock. This is a false start. It'll be on Edco. Declined. It is. As the Lynx will take over now. First and 10. First possession in the in this second half here. First possession in nearly 3 hours here. 13-0 lead at halftime. Had 27 seconds to go. They waved that off the board. Here's Miller on the carry as he races over the 40-yard line. We'll get close to about the 41-42. As brought down by the Vikings. Getting in there is Rochford as the freshman son of head coach James Rochford. Parker Rochford, the 5'8" freshman. Now the Lynx. Second down and 5 from the 41. One and counting here. 13-0. Lynx with the advantage. Two receivers, one each side. I formation. As under center is Johnson. Johnson will fake the handoff and will roll out right side. As Vikings all near him, but not able to get him until about the 50-yard line. They give him a good spot inside the 50, and here comes the rain again as Welsh. My goodness, it's downpour.
It's coming down.
My goodness. And this is the hardest rain we've seen tonight. We've seen some hard rains tonight, but this is the hardest we've seen tonight. As it rained the whole time we had that break. And but now it's raining even harder here. 7.5 to go. Johnson will hand off. This is Reckemer trying to get past the 50, but he's going to be denied and taken back. And we have a shoe that came off of a Lynx lineman up front, and that taken care of as coming in is Rochford with the tackle. And a loss of 2 on the play. Second down and 12 from just inside the 50 on the Lynx side of the field. 7 minutes and counting as rain let up. Still raining here with 2 receivers set. Johnson hands off to Miller, getting in there and getting the takedown is a linebacker that was not fooled on that play, and that is the Vikings Max Balls, the 5'7" sophomore. And again, it's raining extremely hard. Loss of 3 on the play. Third down, 15, 46-yard line, 6.5 to go. Here in this third quarter, this is live coverage of maybe there's other games going on in the state, but in our area, this is probably it. West Delaware rescheduled tomorrow night for Butte Waller. They were near halftime, I believe, at 5 o'clock at Brownfield. They'll hear all the action tomorrow night right here from KMCH Sports. Here's a handoff to Miller going right to left from the far side of the field, the left hash. And getting in there and making the stop is Killian Welsh. It'll bring up a 4th down and 9 after the 6-yard gain. 5:55 and counting here. And again, the heavy rain continuing to come down here as Miller lined up inside the 40-yard line for the punt. On a 4th and 9, the ball hits the grass. He's able to get up, get a high booming punt in the air. Trying to splash on that far side. My goodness. Inside the 25-yard line, the return man for the Vikings.
That's that puddle's inbounds or out of bounds right there, but
looks like a lake over there on that far side.
Oh, yeah. That might have been inbounds even, or close.
My, this is some heavy, heavy rain. 1st and 10, Edco going right to left. 5:35 to go here in the third. 13-0 North Linn. As the ball boys will get their money's worth now, really earn their paycheck here, getting those towels out, keeping the balls dry in these wet conditions. Here's a handoff on the far side as Rochford trying to get to the 30-yard line. And he is tripped up and taken down, that time by Ryan Miller, squirming his way in there, entering the tackle. Gain of about 6. It'll be a 2nd down and 4 now. The ball is on the 30-yard line, I believe. As here's another handoff on the right side, and not much doing there. Vikings get in and trip them up. McInerney with the takedown. 2nd down, 3rd down now will be no gain of the play. 3rd down and about 4. 4:45 and counting here in this third quarter of play. North Linn leads 13-0. We'll check the scoreboard for you and see any finals we do know of. 1, Cascade beat their Highway 136 rival Beckman tonight. They started that game early in Cascade tonight and had help because the Storms didn't get to them till later in the night. Here's a handoff right to left. This is Rochford running 40-45. Trying to get to the 50. A stiff arm at the 50. Gets by a defender. One defender to beat. It's Ryan Miller. He can't. And Miller drags him down from behind inside the 25. He'll be marked down at about the 24.
I want to say it. No, he's getting up.
Miller, came up slowly, but Rochford, a 43-yard gain there on that run, and a 1st down for the Vikings, their first one here in the second half. It's 13-0, 4:15 and counting here It is quarter number 3.
Head coach's been here about 3 times. The key for them is to stay away from the penalties right now so they can stay ahead of the chain.
Ernst in motion left to right.
There it is.
Right up the middle and into the end zone off the left hash. No links around, and Welsh will get the touchdown. As the 23-yard touchdown there, the first score of the night for Edco, and Raj, that's exactly what they needed right there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we talked a little bit before what turned out to be a 3-hour halftime. That last possession was really important, both defensively and offensively. If the Lynx had been able to pound it in there, that would have kind of put the game on ice a little bit for them. But Edco was able to hold, and now they come back and score on their second possession here in the second half.
And going for the 2-point conversion. Stryker rolling right, going to tuck it back in. He gets hammered by Miller, but just as he got inside the goal line for the 2-point conversion. So it's 13-8, 3:59 to go here in our third quarter. Live coverage of North Linn and Edco, a 5-point game. Now we're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
Welcome in studio producer Paul Glazer. Appreciate him sticking around tonight as we're after the 10 o'clock hour. After a 2-hour and 48-minute weather delay here tonight, we started this game at 6:07, and now in an onslaught downpour. We're late in the third quarter. 13-8 is our score, North Linn. The kickoff right to left. Henderson gets it inside the 20-yard line. He's still going all the way out to inside the 50. They'll mark him down to 46. Finally tripped up and taken down by the Vikings' Braden Standard. Standard, a 5'6" sophomore. And now the Lynx offense will come back out on the field. 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line, moving left to right.
Well, it's a big series in the game here, I think, because of, Edco grabbed the momentum here to start the second half. And
this is a handoff to Miller right on the right hash. Going straight forward and not getting much, is working his way in there, making the stop that time is the Vikings' Killian Wells. No gain, 2nd down and 10. Maybe a slight gain, as they did give him 1 2nd down and 9 right on the 47. Jim was right on top of it. Jim Meischeider, spotter and statistician here tonight. John Swisher, Roger Wright, glad to have you along. It's extended Week 7 coverage of high school football here from KMCH Sports, as Miller getting it in the backfield and trying to get over the line of scrimmage. He does, as he takes a couple of Vikings with him down inside the 50. They'll mark him about the 48-yard line as he drug one of those linemen, David Horseman, with him, who comes in, 230-pound sophomore, 13 tackles on the year. He's got 3 tackles for a loss as a gain of 2 on the play. Be 3rd down and 8. As the ball's on the 48-yard line. Lynx moving left to right with 2:45 and counting here. And the Lynx have the 5-point lead. They led at the end of one quarter, 13-0, and halftime 13-0. It's 13-8 here with Henderson split out near side. Far receiver, so 2 receivers. And there's a little movement in the backfield. Nothing comes as Miller moved early. Johnson still on his feet. A couple of white jerseys hit him, and finally they bring him down inside the 45-yard line. For sure a flag would come. I think Miller did too. And getting in there and making the tackle was Logan Hines. It sure looked like Miller jumped in the backfield.
Must have called illegal motion, because otherwise they'd have blown the play dead. This will be declined.
Here we go, legal shift. This is a call on the North Linn Lakes as the first penalty of the second half. That's the third of the ball game. And fourth down and about 12 here. Ball's on the 44. Miller back to punt. He's on his home 31-yard line. 2:15 and counting. Miller will get it away just above the head of a Viking as it splashes down at the 23-yard line. Will take a roll down near the 15, and it will be Edco going right to left. With 2:09 to go here in the third quarter clock, it's the Lynx 13 and Edco 8.
The kicking game here it's just so tough for the receiving team because you can't take a chance of dropping that. And Miller got a good boot on that.
Gang is in an absolute puddle on the far side.
Yeah, I hope they brought their overshoes.
Their rubber boots.
Their galoshes.
Yes. Had a few of those up here in the press box during the long delay. As here is a handoff and right up the middle of the Viking right back is Welsh, the ball carrier, and he is gobbled up by a lineman.
Actually, I think they fumbled the snap there. That was Stryker.
Stryker able to jump on it, and Mackinnon, he jumped on top of him. As second down and 11, 1:40 and counting here in this third quarter. As under center is Stryker. Stryker is going to hand off to his second man through. That's Rochford, but latching on to him and not letting go. Now the whistles will blow. Has a great job of getting a hand on him out of Waskow. And then Cherry came and helped out, but it was blown dead as the forward progress they give him. As it will be a 1-yard gain. Second down. It'll be third down here and about 9. 1:05 and counting here in the third quarter. 13-8. Favor of the Lynx.
That was a big play by Waskow because I think if Rochford got away from him, there was a lot of green grass in front of him that he wouldn't have had to cut on and in the wet.
And man in motion, it's Ernst. Here's a handoff to Rochford. The backfield slips again, gets hit, and then carries 2 tacklers with him. That's McGraw and Cherry just inside the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29. As it'll be good enough for another North Linn first down, their second. Check out their first of the second half, their 6th of the ball game.
Great balance by Rochford there.
Clock rolls. Yeah, he made that look easy, slipping and sliding. That's going to be another issue, not just hanging on to the ball here. The rain has stopped for the time being, as radar indicates there's more in the area on the horizon, and there is Welsh going right to left, getting almost to the left hash. Can be denied at the 35-yard line, down about the 34 as the third quarter will come to a close. As in on the stop, Trevor Cherry. That will be the third quarter in the books, as it's 13-8, North Linn with a 5-point advantage. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Your number one Hawk fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Parrott Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and farm to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. For more information, visit me, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester today.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Welcome back into North Linn. 12 minutes on the clock. That third quarter went relatively quick here. 13-8. One score as Edco, a 23-yard run by Killian Wells with 3:59 to go in the third. As here is a run on the far side. It's Welsh.
No, that's Ernst.
Ernst. That's all the way. Oh my! Splash down.
We have
splash down inside the 15-yard line on that far side, where that huge puddle is. The defender and the runner went down as Ernst got an early bath tonight as he found himself all the way down inside the 15 for a long run there. A 55-yard run on the far side. And Edco are knocking on the door here at goal. As what are they spotted on?
10.
That's 10. Pretty close. Yeah, first and goal. He's called just inside the 10-yard line. Striker under center. Puts his man in motion. Ernst right to left. Here is a handoff to the third man through, and slipping and falling down inside right near the line of scrimmage is Rochford. And just lost his left foot, and down he went. A big puddle splashing up there after Rochford went down.
That was the play there. I think that was going to go if he could have kept his footing.
So they call a gain of about 1 second down and goal from the 8. A split receiver to the near side. It's Stainer. One-on-one coverage with Cherry. As here is a handoff right up the gut.
Welsh.
And that's Welsh. And smothered up inside. Getting in there for the takedown will be Cherry. As a third down and goal from around the 6-yard line. 13-8, the 5-point lead here for North Linn. As the Lynx 3-3, and Edco 3-3 overall. 2-2 in the district is Edco. North Linn is 1-3, and here is a stand-up scrum. They'll blow the whistles for the forward progress. Is that time
up to 3, I think. 4, 3 or 4.
Yeah, they gave him a slight gain there, and fourth down and goal from the 4. So the Vikings trying to take the lead. They had not scored until 3:59 to go in the third quarter. 13-8 right now, North Linn. Split receiver. Has 3 in the backfield. Striker under center. As putting Ernst in motion, here's the handoff to the third man through. That's Rochford. And just short of the goal line, they call it a huge defensive stand by North Linn. Just shy of the goal line. And the North Linn defense comes up big with 10 minutes on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Take over, deep in their own territory. Yeah, good push, initial push, but the Lynx recovered there with a gang tackle of about 4. I can't believe they're much trying to look at the wing official here. It's got to be on the 1, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be that, or
I'm just looking at the wing official.
Or just inside it. I'm not going to say what I just saw. Off to my right, as there is Edco's calling for a safety. And referee has not called anything yet. Umpire does not agree as they are able to get ahead of the goal line, going right to left. Here as they call it no gain, second down and 10 here, 9:40 and counting in this quarter number 4. As the Lynx are huddled right in the end zone. And a 2-hour and 48-minute weather delay. Started that at 7:04 after we played 57 minutes in the game, just shy of halftime. They called off the final 27 seconds. Now North Linn will take a timeout. A timeout here on the field by North Linn to talk some things over with a second down and 10 deep in their own territory inside the 1. I just want to thank our great sponsors here tonight. Edco and North Linn Favor, Bean Butter Manufacturing, Ellis Implement and Outdoor. Also the Edco flavor, Silver Edge Co-op, Prestige Spa, Miss Marie's Vintage Decor. Also Leonard Muller Funeral Home, Edgewood Feed Mill, Edgewood Auto and Tire, Community Insurance, Clayton Drug, Blooms Floral and Gifts, and Pike County Disposal. Because of the odd Week 7 schedule here tonight, we will not have a regular Area Fall Sports Coaches Corner in the morning, as most of the coaches will be dealing with getting ready for more competition. I believe Beckman was the only team that finished the game in our area tonight. We will check on that for sure. But East Buchanan, now Burnett, rescheduled for tomorrow night. They just got about 4 minutes played. They'll start up at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. West Delaware and Dubuque Waller, our main game on KMCH. That'll be coming up a little before 5 p.m. tomorrow evening with Jamie and Bill. As now the Lynx trying to get away from the goal line here and can't get away much as Miller on the carry that time. And Edco able to shut him down as getting in there for the tackle was Logan Himes, and a slight gain. It'll be 3rd down and 9 from the 2-yard line.
Big play for both teams here again. North Linn's looking either first down or to get some room to punt, and Edco's trying to keep them pinned back here.
As Johnson is under center. And he'll give it to Miller off the left side, and he'll be knocked down after maybe getting one. As Ben Ernst, I think, got in there on the tackle. Number 3, Ben Ernst, and also number 12, Parker Rochford, the freshman, got in there as well. As 4th down and 8 from the 3, 8:15 and counting. Here in this quarter number 4, it's a 5-point game still, 13-8 North Linn. Deep in the end zone is Miller. And a defensive lineman, he jumped, he did. That'll give the Lynx 5 yards back. Still be a 4th down and 3. As the penalty there, the 3rd in the second half for Edco. The 7th of the ball game now on the Vikings. So now the 4th down and about 3 to go from the 8-yard line. Just under 8 minutes to play. As Miller will punt. Stainer is back at his own 40-yard line. He's going to run up now, run back, catches it right at the 41. He's off and going. A good block and then hit in that puddle. Lake Edco sideline on the far side, just shy
21 or so
of the 20. Yeah, as got a nice hit out of bounds there by North Linn as Quinn Reckermer made a nice hit in puddle country over there, and it's 1st down and 10 going left to right. They called around the 22, 7:40 to go here in this 4th quarter. Fine PA man, Bob Mudd now taking over, I believe, on the PA. As the starter of the night on the PA had to other obligations apparently, and there is McEnany rolling up the running back that time, as that was Rochford, I believe. No, it was Ernst.
Yeah.
As 2nd down and 11, 7:20 and counting here in this 4th quarter.
I think they went the wrong way. I think it's 2nd and 9.
You're right. 2nd down and 9 it is. Under center here is Stryker. 3 in the backfield. There's a handoff to the 3rd man through, and he is rolled up. That is Rochford, as inside the 20-yard line there. Quinn Reckermer with the takedown. And slow to get up is a Viking player that time. One of the linemen, I believe it's the next balls. Look like 61 to you.
I can't tell.
Good update for you, Roger, from Major League Baseball playoffs, NLDS. The other series going on tonight, the LA Dodgers leading in Chavez Ravine over Arizona 4-0, middle of the 2nd inning. I wish you nothing but the best in the Dodgers, Roger, deep down.
I know how you feel about that.
Rochford going right, then left, and back up the gut. And he's met by a litter of Lynx there for the takedown. And it'll be a 4th down coming up here, I should say, in about 5.
I'm sure Bill feels the same sentiment I do when you make that statement.
Absolutely. Comes from my baseball heart. My deep love for the Dodgers. As on the far side is Stainer. 3 in the backfield, under center, Stryker. He's going to throw left side and might have been batted down. It was. There's a flag that comes in from the back judge. The ball was tipped. He threw it behind the linebackers there. He didn't really throw it at the play. And no flag on the play. That's what he was calling. He was going to call an interference, but the ball was tipped, and they waved off the flag. Good piece of officiating there, getting together and making the right call, at least from our angle here.
Yeah, the only thing that they could have called holding, even though that ball was tipped if it was held early, but the interference goes off as soon as the ball is tipped.
And they turn over on downs for the Lynx to take over from their 16-yard line, going right to left. With still time left in this game for Edco. 5:59 to go. It's 13-8. The advantage for North Linn, trying to beat Edco for the third time in a row. The sixth in the last 8 meetings. There is Reckemer as he gets over the 20-yard line. Going to be down at about the 22 as he's tripped up there by a Viking linebacker. Is getting in there, Rochford, and making the takedown. So they give him a gain of about 5 or 6. As the Lynx will come back out here after a brief huddle with a 3-receiver set. 2 on the near side, McGraw and Cherry. Reckemer in the backfield, all muddied up. As here's the handoff from Johnson, goes straight in that mud puddle ahead and does not get much, if any, that time. And knocked down there by David Horseman for the Vikings. It's third down and about 4 here from the 24-yard line. Just under 5 minutes and counting here from North Linn tonight. Live coverage of Week 7. Our original area online and playback game of the week. Now our live coverage game. West Delaware and Dubuque Wahlert were called a couple hours ago and rescheduled for 5 o'clock tomorrow night at Brown Field. Timeout. North Linn will take their second of the second half here, and we will take a timeout with them. 4:43 to go in this game. North Linn 13, Edco 8. Back after this from KMC Sports.
Sage Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sage Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Welcome back into North Linn. 13-8, 4:43 to go here in this fourth quarter. Third down and 4 for the Lynx. They go right to left. 3 receivers, 2 on the far side. Back to pass. Johnson will throw left side, catching it at the 25-yard line. Getting upfield is Miller. He's going to be dragged down by Ben Ernst. Just being out of bounds there over the 30-yard line for the first down for the Lynx. And that will be the second first down of the second half, the 7th of the ball game. As the Lynx come back here with trips on the far side. 1 receiver near side. It's Miller by himself. And a fumble on the play. Johnson kept it, went right up the middle. Edco has it. And the officials agree with the Edco players. Edco ball. First turnover of the night by Edco, by North Linn. The fumble there with 4:29 to go. Did you see who got it?
It was Cal Hager recovered the fumble.
As Johnson was hit, and the ball popped right out for the Vikings to have it now on the 36-yard line. Going left to right, Vikings going right at the defense is Rochford, and North Linn right there to shut them down. 3 burgundy jerseys right there to knock them back. There's no gain at least on that play. So second down and 10 now. Be right at the 35-yard line. 4:05 and counting here. Still a 5-point game. 13-8. Senior night for the football players got in right before the game. The band in cross country. Parents' senior night was canceled, as they'll rearrange that at a different time. And there is Rochford going right to left, can't get that corner turn, getting out there and splashing him down is Trevor Cherry on that far side. And going to be a loss of the play. Will bring up a third down. North Linn's defense really doing a nice job right now. Loss of 2.
Yeah, North Linn's really stepped up. That first play was, I think, the play that Rochford busted the big run on prior, the little weak side counter there from the I-back position. That was just a power sweep, and North Linn did a nice job of stringing that out.
Third down and 11 now. 3:15 and counting here in the fourth. Edco, Stryker looking, now rolling, now getting rid of it as he's hit, and it's thrown up and bounds down around the 25-yard line, incomplete, as he was hit by a North Linn defender right as he was letting go of that ball. Was it Carruthers? Yeah, thank you. As Nick Carruthers, a linebacker, got in there and put the hit on the quarterback Stryker. Nick Carruthers, a 5'10", 160-pound junior. Fourth down and 11 now. That goes going forward with just over 3 minutes to go. It's 13-8. 3 receivers here, 2 on the near side, as it's Rochford and Rochford lined up. Here is Rochford. This was Stainer and Rochford on the near side, but Parker Rochford, the quarterback now, he throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. North Linn's offense will come back. Parker Rochford has thrown 1 pass for 33 yards and a touchdown. The pass that was earlier in the season, the 5'8", 135-pound freshman there, Parker Rochford, as the Lynx will take over 1st and 10. And you have some time. Lynx have 1 timeout. Edco has all 3 of their timeouts remaining here.
I got to believe that Edco's going to use their timeouts right away here on D.
As this will be a handoff to the first man through, and taken down in the backfield is the running back, that time, Quinn Reckemer. Reckemer taken down by the Vikings. That time, getting in there for the tackle is Spencer Ambling, a 5'11", 175-pound junior. And they don't take the timeout. It's interesting. Right there.
I got to believe after this play there will be one.
2nd down and 11.
But it's not conducive to throwing the ball down the field.
2nd down and 11. As Johnson under center, he'll give to the first man through. That's Miller, and he's taken down right away. And there's the timeout. First timeout taken for Edco. 2 remaining. Getting in there was Rochford. Preston Rochford with the takedown there. 2nd down and 11. 2:14 on the clock. 13-8 here in favor of the North Linn Lynx. As checking the scoreboard on week 7, some finals are in. Talked about West Delaware's game will be continued tomorrow night at Brown Field. 5 o'clock, all the action a little before 5 right here from KMCH Sports. As one final, Cascade did beat Beckman earlier tonight, 35-7 in Cascade. No report for Monticello, no report for Anamosa at Comanche. As no report for Maquoketa Valley either, so maybe some other games are going on, or postponements like we talked about for tomorrow. East Buck and Alburnett postponed as well. Tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. 3rd down and 10. And here is Johnson going to hand it off to Miller. And Rochford works his way in there. Preston Rochford with his jersey now in the dark color. Oh. As the 4th down here. No timeout taken now with under 2 minutes to go. I feel confident they can get the ball back.
I believe their line of thinking here is that as well as they're going to have to run the ball some, and they want to save them for offense so they can run it when they don't get if they don't get a first down.
That'll be the thinking. Miller punts it away. A nice punt. Bounce inside the 25-yard line. 24 picked up at the 21. And off and running on that far side, thrown down in a puddle on the far side was Rochford. And Henderson over there for the throw out of bounds. 1:22 to go here in the fourth.
1:22 left in the game.
So we played 44 minutes since we resumed play here tonight. It's before 10 o'clock after the 2-hour, 48-minute weather delay here at North Linn. As it's going to be a false start there. Had some receivers leaning on the far side. Might have been movement up front, too.
I think I saw lineman Bobby's head, too.
So the legal procedure, the fourth penalty in the second half here, the eighth of the game, only 3 unofficially on the other side for North Linn. Wapsie Valley beat Starmont tonight 34-0. The game was called in the third quarter because of weather. 13-8 here. Lynx lead. $1.20 in counting. Here is Stryker trying to get rid of him. He's going to roll, tuck it, and run on the far side. And he'll be taken down. They mark him out of bounds, apparently, inside the 30-yard line. As out there helping to push him out was McEnany. Nathan McEnany, 5'10", 215-pound sophomore. Did they not call out?
I don't know if there was a flag.
Must have been a flag, yeah. It was.
Dead ball, personal foul.
On North Linn. So the personal foul called on North Linn, only the second penalty in the second half, fourth of the night. Quite sure what happened there. Personal foul face mask, was it? As Vikings going left to right. First down and 10 now for the Vikings. And moving to the far side is Stryker, trying to throw a little pass on the far side. Did he get it?
No. Incomplete.
Incomplete it is. As Edco will come back for a second down and 10. Ball's on their own 42-yard line. 1:06 on the clock. 13-8 North Linn. Edco trying to come back and win after being down 13-0 at halftime. 4 receivers, 2 each side. Stryker looking right, going to throw right. Miller along with Rochford. Rochford able to go up and over and make the catch inside the 40-yard line. Miller wants a push-off. So does the North Linn faithful. Nothing called. And a first down for Edco. They're both doing a little hand fighting there. Rochford able to go up on top of the back of Miller and haul that ball in for the 6th first down of the night. Third in the second half here for Edco. Under a minute to go. First down and 10. Going left to right. 4 receivers set. Man in the backfield with Stryker. Looking middle. Now looking left. Now going to throw deep down the field. And losing his balance and falling down is the target. Who is that out there?
I think that's
Parker. Rochford. Okay.
Yeah.
And battling out there with him. Is that Cherry on the far side?
Yeah.
Trevor Cherry, the defensive back for the Lynx. Yeah, they were both kind of doing a little waltz out there, and then both lost their feet in the wet conditions here at North Linn. Second down and 10. Ball's on the 38, 46.6 on the clock. 13-8 North Linn. Here's a pass left side, and it is caught. Caught by Ben Ernst on the far side. It's going to be close to the first down. They call the timeout.
I believe they were waving.
Did they give it to him?
I think.
I guess not. Tackle. Austin Miller on the tackle for North Linn. They take the timeout. They're calling it. They're calling it short. So a heck of an ending here, ensuing with 39.1 on the clock. It'll be a third down and short with the 5-point lead for North Linn. As North Linn leads this series 5-2 since 2008 in the 7 meetings, 9 seasons. Edco last win in the series was September 26th of 2014. A 2016 26-14 victories. Last two wins for North Linn at Edgewood the past two seasons. Edco comes out now. 3rd down and 1 it is. From the 29, 39.1 on this fourth quarter clock. In the shotgun now with 4 receivers. Stryker will get the ball and will hand off to Welsh, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage. They back him up. They lose yardage there, and they have to take their final timeout. So the final timeout, and what we talked about earlier, boy, are they glad they saved their timeouts now? You kind of looked like, ooh, are you going to give yourself enough time? But thank goodness they did now, and that's why they did it.
I don't know if North Linn was selling out for the run or selling out for the quarterback pressure, but they had a couple of linebackers coming in. In that spread formation, Edco only has 5 linemen. They had them outnumbered at least 6-5, if not 7-5, right at the point of attack, and there were no seams there for Killian to step through.
And the timeout continuing here. The huddle for North Linn. As they adjourn the meeting and are ready to go back at it. 4th down and 3 and the loss of 2 from the 31-yard line. 32.5. And the Lynx get a much-needed stop, and the Vikings get a much-needed first down. Stryker in shotgun, and now Coach Conlon will take his final timeout, and both teams are out of breaks in action here with 32.5 to go. 13-8 our score. As senior night here for the North Linn Lynx, as honoring those 5 seniors here tonight before the game. Blake McGraw, Ryan Miller, Trevor Cherry, Anna Moscow, and Sean Boardman, the 5 seniors that were honored before we got started. A little after 6 o'clock, 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. We went in the weather delay at 7:04. We started back up at 9:52, and we're moments away of this game coming to an end in exciting fashion, maybe. 32.5 to go, 4th down and 3. Edco going left to right. Shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 each side. In the shotgun, Stryker. Stryker loses the ball. Lost the ball out of his hands. He was getting ready to throw to the left side, and North Linn will take over. Huge stop there. Major pressure coming from that right side. It forced Stryker to wait a second, and then the ball just popped out of his hand, it looked like, as North Linn able to jump on it, and the Lynx will take over.
I don't know what routes they were in, but the inside slants would have been wide open because North Linn had nobody in the middle of the field, especially after they rushed that backer. And I'm assuming that's what Stryker saw, and he went to cock, and the ball slipped out of his hand.
There's only 3 scores in this game to the offensive touchdown variety, and they'll take a knee, and North Linn will win this game. The Lynx prevail on a wacky night here at North Linn with a long weather delay. As waiting it out and getting it in, the perseverance, the wait paid off. As what a job by North Linn after the hard loss last week, 46-0. They come back and they give a 5-point loss to the Edco Vikings here tonight. The final 13-8. 13-8. Thanks to Jim Myshot, our fine spotter and statistician here tonight, for helping us out. As we'll take a quick break, come back and wrap it up here from North Linn as the Lynx get the victory and move on to 4-3, 2-3 in District 4. They drop that go to 3-4 and 2-3. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back in one final time from North Linn High School football field. As we wrap up this night already, only 4 hours and 37 minutes here tonight, as we have the gameplay of 52 minutes after a 2 hour and 48-minute weather delay here tonight, and the North Linn Lakes prevail with the 13-8 win. Boy, in the middle of that long weather delay, it looked very bleak that we were going to be able to play tonight. The search for officials went on, but the coaches, it wasn't too successful trying to get the official. The coaches said, let's wait. Let's see what we can do. We don't want to have to play Monday night, go into quarters, or too many quarters. You go into your games next week, and it just creates more problems. So waited it out. And finally got to play, started up again at 9:52 and got it in 52 minutes here, the final two quarters of the game as the Lynx get the 5-point win. So what a gutsy effort by both teams here tonight. Disappointed Enco group coming off the field in front of us right now, Roger, but boy, did they give all they could here tonight.
Yeah, it was kind of a tale of two halves because a good share of this game, and you can tell by looking at the field how tore up it is, was played inside of the North Linn 40 in the second half, and Edco just couldn't push one through. They came up about a yard short there. They had another touchdown in the first half called back due to a penalty. They had a punt block. It was returned for a touchdown. So, and then North Linn had the big fumble, but they were able to hold on that. And it was a great high school football game. Unfortunately, it took over 4 hours to play. The third quarter, I think, lasted about 15 minutes was all. I think it went really fast. But, there's things to build on here for both teams. And, I know the coaches will get back at it, and they'll bounce back next week again.
On a sloppy night, really, turnovers weren't that bad of an issue. And the block punt and had the fumble by North Linn with 4:29 to go in the fourth. But other than that, not too bad. The offense for both teams was held in check by the defense and maybe the weather conditions as well. But 13-8 our final score as Ryan Miller got things started with a 10-yard touchdown run, 4:50 to go in the first quarter. And then that block punt by McEnany. Smith with the 22-yard touchdown run after he picked up the block punt. That was with 3:23 to go in the first. Made it 13-0 as that was our first quarter score. That was our halftime score, and that was the score until 3:59 to go in the third frame, where a 23-yard run by Killian Welsh made the score 13-8 as the Lakes get the victory here tonight. They improve on to 4-3, 2-3 in Class A District number 4, a home record of 1-2. Edco falls to 3-4 overall and 2-3 in District 4 of Class A, and their road record evens up at 2-2. And best of luck to Coach James Rochford and the Edco Vikings, and also Coach Collum and the North Linn Lynx as they continue on to finish the final 2 weeks with the playoff hopes not there, unfortunately, this season for either team, with the top of the district coming in other avenues with Alburnett, Lisbon, East Buchanan, Wapsie Valley. Those other teams are ahead of them in the standings right now. But they'll keep working and finish out the season here with a couple more games, hopefully for North Linn, able to get their homecoming game in next Friday night with Starmont. Hopefully they have enough players to be able to compete. They did get a game in tonight against Wapsie Valley. That was called in the third quarter, as it was a 34-0 win for the Wapsie Valley Warriors, as they stay near perfect there in the Class A District number 4. Elsewhere on the scoreboard, only one other final. It was Cascade beating Beckman 35-7. The Cougars moved to 7-0 tonight. Our main game, West Delaware Hawks, 12-0 early in the third quarter when that was called because of weather. It will be resumed tomorrow night at 5 o'clock right here from KMCH Sports, as Hawks taking on Dubuque Wahlert in Week 7 play. As Alburnett at East Buchanan, they'll resume in Winthrop tomorrow night at 6 p.m. No other results from Dubuque Senior at Western Dubuque, Vinton Schellsburg at Independence, Oline at Monticello, Anamosa at Comanche, Mac Valley at Jessup, as most of those games probably either wrapping up now or going to be played on tomorrow. Have not heard word on those. We'll let you know in the sportscast tomorrow. Once again, no coaches' corner tomorrow morning, as a majority of our coaches will be busy prepping for games, or not much action in our only couple finals could be these two, Coach Rochford, Coach Collum, and then Coach Durr at Beckman. So we will catch up with those coaches during the week and talk about their Week 7 action. As the most important score of the night, though, Raj, came from the nation's capital, of course. The Cubs beating the Nationals of Washington by the final of 3-0. Best of luck to your Dodgers. Have you checked lately?
I have not. We were here so long my phone died.
Oh, no, you hate when that happens.
I do.
You need one of these things. It'll last forever again. They'll milk you. As last check, into the third inning in L.A. It's the Dodgers 4, Arizona 1. So best of luck to the Dodgers.
I appreciate that sincere.
Yes, can't you tell?
Yeah.
As the Dodgers leading the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-1. And the Cubs win tonight once again, 3-0. We'll have a West Delaware football tomorrow night for you. Tomorrow late afternoon at 4:45 after Iowa Hawkeye football coverage live from the Hawkeye Radio Network. We'll start the pregame at 9 a.m. Kickoff at 11:01 inside beautiful Kinnick Stadium. Hopefully no weather impacts our kickoff tomorrow from Kinnick, as homecoming 2017. The Hawks entertain the Fighting Illini of Illinois. For Jim Myshot, spotter and stat man tonight, and studio producer Paul Glazer, for my partner Roger Wright, thank you for tuning in tonight. And once again, the final score, North Linn 13, Edco 8. That does it. Have yourself a good and safe rest of your Friday night. Great weekend, everybody. And, of course, go Cubs. So long from Troy Mills, Iowa.
The KCRG TV9 First Alert forecast. We'll have areas of rain tonight. It'll be turning windy, too. Lows in the lower 60s. Tomorrow, showers mainly through early afternoon. Mostly cloudy and windy with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Highs in the mid-60s. Tomorrow night, mostly clear with lighter winds. Lows back near 50. Sunday looks good. Mostly sunny, mid-70s. Lower 70s on Monday, partly cloudy. I'm TV9 First Alert.